Hi y'all. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira and my channel is all about trying new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, I hope you will consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Today, guys, we are wrapping up my top 3 in every category series that I've been doing that's been floating around the YouTube sphere for a while. A lot of people have done this. But I am wrapping it up with eyes. I'm getting to the exciting part now. Eyes. Let's get into it. So, let's start off with mascara. I only have one mascara physically in front of me, but I'm going to talk about 2 others. I don't own them anymore, but I will repurchase them eventually because I do love them. So first up, I'm going to talk about, and I feel bad talking about this, but also it is one of my top 3, and I mourn it, and I feel like my new goal is to find one that is as good as this one. So first up is my Bite Beauty Upswing mascara. Let me say that I was not a huge Bite Beauty person. I got this on a whim. It was a little mini set and I became obsessed with it. I'm wearing it today. This mascara is amazing. If you need something that volumizes and just makes your lashes look thick, 2 C's, this is the girl for you, but you can't get it anymore and it's really, really sad. I would say that the closest dupe that I've found or that I've tried, I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But yes, this is my current fave. I have this one and then I have another one because I bought another set and I was like, I'm just going to hold on. I'm just going to stockpile. I wanted to buy more of the like actual tubes of the mascara, but they went on sale on Sephora and then they sold out so quickly, so I wasn't able to get my hands on them, which makes me sad. But yeah, this is a beautiful mascara and this is really the only thing I mourn from Bite Beauty, and that sounds bad, but it's just what it is, man. Now, what I think is a close dupe for it, not an exact dupe, but close, is the Milk Kush mascara. This is one of my all-time fave mascaras. And I would say that the formula is a little bit drier than the Bite one, but it does do the same thing as far as really give you that volumizing that you want. If you are someone like me, I have long lashes, but I have very sparse lashes. And so I need something that will kind of make my lashes look fuller than they are without me having to put on falsies, because I don't do falsies. So the Bite does that the best, but I would say next up in that category would be the Milk Kush. Again, not exactly the same, but pretty close. So if you are looking for a dupe, again, I'm going to keep looking for one that's even closer. But if you are in the market right now for something that's kind of a dupe for the Bite Beauty one, I would say the Milk Kush is probably your closest bet. My third, or in my top 3 mascaras that I also don't own, is the Gucci L'Obscur Mascara. L'Obscur Mascara. That one is a great all-around mascara. If you want some volumizing, it'll give you that. You want some lengthening, it'll give you that. You want the blackest of the black, it'll give you that. It is a really great all-around mascara. You can do the spider lash thing. You can separate them if you want to. You can do a lot. You can really finesse that mascara. I feel like with the Bite and even the Kush, they're very thick mascaras because they are more volumizing than they are lengthening. So it can be hard to kind of get that sort of like nice clean separation that you would want, you know, some definition besides volumizing, you know. The Gucci one will give you that. The Gucci one is expensive, guys. I know it's expensive. None of these mascaras are that like cheap, but I love that mascara. And when I got the Rona at the end of last year, I was in the middle of using a full tube of that and I had to throw it away because, you know, it's good to throw your mascaras away if you've been sick. In case you don't know, if you get sick, you should throw your mascaras away because and then dipping it and then reapplying them. You get what I mean? Gross, right? Throw your mascaras away. But yeah, I cried tears of sadness because I had to throw away my only half-used Gucci mascara. I still think about that. It makes me sad to this day. Next up, let's talk about eyeliners. And for this one, I decided not to talk about specific colors because I own a lot of colored liners and I love colored liner, but I want to talk about specific formulas because I feel like you as my viewer can decide, you know, what colors you like, but the formulas are what I really want to sort of talk to you about. So first up is the Too Faced Killer Liner line. It is amazing. I have 3 of these. I have the Killer Camel, and I have the Killer, I think it's called Killer Gingerbread, and then I have the like vanilla tone, which I think is, I forget what that one's called. They all have killer in the name, hence the name of the pencil. But these are so creamy, but they're pigmented. They glide on, they last, they do not like fade away. I have really watery waterline, and what I love putting pencil in my waterline, but the thing for me is that it has to be able to apply well, and it has to be able to stay. This does that so well. So I say if you guys see these and you are interested in them or they're on sale, pick them up. The range is not huge, but it's pretty decent. I think there's like maybe 8 shades in it, but I have, like I said, I have the Killer Camel one, which is my favorite, followed by the, I think, Killer Gingerbread one. So nice. I was blown away by the quality of this. And that's what, like I keep saying about Too Faced, they actually have some really legit products. It's just that their branding is so ridiculous, and I hope that they kind of like find a point of view and stick to it. But they have some really solid products, and this is one of them. Next up is my other fave color liner line, and that is the ColourPop cream gel liners. Not the pots, the pencils. I don't like the pots. I know that they said that, I believe those have been reformulated, but when those first came out, I bought a ton of them, and I absolutely hated those. So I can't recommend those to you guys, but I can definitely recommend the pencils. This isn't one of the ones that I use a ton. This is Amethyst Hour, and this is really beautiful light. You can put it with pink, you can put it with purple, and it kind of goes with everything. These are just really nice. And they're far cheaper than the Too Faced. But they're just really, they glide on because they are cream. They glide on, they stay, they're pigmented. I know some people find these to be pretty hit or miss, but I would say I own a ton of these, and I can't think of a ton that are bad. Like I may have had maybe 1 or 2, but I don't even remember those because I don't have them anymore. Like the ones that I have, and I have quite a few, are all pretty damn good, guys. Pretty damn good. So if you are interested in some of these shades, I say go for it. And again, the price point, I think these are only $7, so the price point is nice. Next up is another product that I'm afraid might be discontinued. I haven't been able to find it on their website, and I'm just like, why did you do that? So this is my favorite liquid liner, and it is the Melt liquid liner in the shade Molten, and it is the perfect chocolate brown liner. Yes, I said chocolate, people. It is not black. I've been wearing this a ton lately. I wore it on a whim, and then I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love this. And if I can remember, I will try to pop some pictures up of me wearing this liner, because I do have a couple. But it's just like, it's chocolate, and when you see it, it's, you know how some liners, when they say they're brown, they really just look they look black on your eyes, like they just might as well be black. This is like a rich chocolate, and it looks like a rich chocolate, and for my skin tone and with my brown eyes, it just does something for me. Every time I wear this, I feel myself. I wore it the other day, and I was like, hey cutie, hey. As you can see, come fall, I love some chocolate brown. I'm wearing one of my favorite fall lipsticks. This is Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted, and I've been drinking and eating things, so it's a little worse for wear, but I love this shade, and I love browns for fall and winter, and this one is it's just perfect. And the brush is, I'll open it up so you guys can see. It's one of those types of brushes, not felt tip. It's a brush tip, and you get such a nice sharp edge to your wing. Oh, I love this. This formula is great. This color is great. The brush is great. It's all great. It's all great. Okay, so let's talk palettes. Okay, so yeah, I struggled with this. First up, I know the one that I was absolutely gonna say, and I mentioned this in my video about if I could only keep 3 in each category. This kind of gave you a clue about where I was going, and I mentioned my Natasha Denona Metropolis. Of course, that stays. This is my baby. I love this palette. It's one of my faves all time in my collection. Like if they were like, oh, if you could only grab, if there was an earthquake, and it said grab 3 palettes, which ones would it be? This would be the first one. And then next up would be my Mcgrath Subliminal, as usual. And then the third spot, I was struggling, guys. I was on the struggle bus because I was like, well, this isn't just like if I was starting my collection over. That's a little bit of different kind of mindset, because for me, I was looking at that from a more utilitarian standpoint of like, what would I need to create a collection for myself, to start a makeup collection? Whereas this is just really about like, what are your faves? You know, what do you love? And so it was a tie between my Melt Morte palette and my Midnight Sun from Pat McGrath. I love them both. You've seen these a million times if you haven't seen. This one recently came back. I think it's sold out again. I could be wrong. If I can link it, I will. But Morte, I mean, but then I was like, well, it's got blues in it, and you have a blue and Subliminal, so maybe Midnight Sun. So that's where I'm at. Like, I have two, and then these are my like tie for third. Is that cheating? Yes. So what? I don't care. That's my list. And it's my video, so I can do what I want. Guys, so yes, those are this is the final video. This is the final top 3 in every category. I was gonna do like eye primers, but I don't really have a top 3 of those. I have one, and that's the one I've been using. I have more, but I wouldn't rank them because the other ones I don't really reach for, because I'm just kind of like, they're there and I use them if I need them, but they're not like my babies, you know. Whereas like I reach for my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base all the time, and I think I actually included that in my if I was starting my makeup collection video as well. So yeah, that is my top 3 in every category. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what would you be picking from your collection as your top 3 in every category? If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.